Okay, well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our team training. I am super excited today to introduce you to a brand new training I just built this week as I've been thinking about, a lot of people that want to go big. They want to build a big business with CTFO. They want to make some great things happen. But I get, I see so many people that are just kind of playing around. They're just not that serious. They're not that engaged. And, they talk big, but their actions aren't there to do it. So I came up with the training. Are you playing big or are you just playing around? And again, this is a training for people that want to build a significant part-time business, because I get, people have multiple streams of income. This might not be your full-time. Maybe you want to build this as something with really solid long-term residual income, and you can do that part-time. Or for a lot of us, this has become a plan A. This is provide six-figure income in a future to provide more money and freedom in lifestyle. So that's who this is for. If you're maybe just the kind of person want to make a few bucks, you like our products, you got a few customers, then this isn't what you need to do. I'll just tell you right away, you can kind of play around and have some fun, and we appreciate that. And there's thousands of those people in our company, and we love every one of them. We want you here, so don't take this the wrong way. This is just for those people that either want to go big or they want to see what it takes. Okay, and let's move on to the next slide. And so if you want to build a big business, if you want the big checks, if you want the freedom, then you need to start playing big. And I got that term from a guy named Ray Higdon. I watched a video, and he kind of got me on this track 2 weeks ago, and it upped my game. It got me more serious. And that's what led to this training of helping all of you kind of see what it takes to play big. And here's the thing, everyone. If you're not willing to grow and start playing at a higher level, then I can give you a pretty good idea of what's going to happen. You're going to be stuck pretty much where you are now. And that's your choice. That's totally up to you. We're all independent associates, so you get to choose. But I want to help you guys go to that next level. And so just know this is not going to be a feel good, hey, everybody's doing amazing thing training. Okay, we've all seen that where it's just all great stuff, right? And it's easy and this and that. That's not today. Today is real world. Today I'm going to give you what it takes to climb this mountain. And so get ready. Okay, here's one of the things I see a lot is people think network marketing is easy. Oh man, I can get in and get going for free and change my life. And it's this great, easy way to make big money. And I want to let you know that's not the case. Okay, not at all. Like every other business, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to create your own path, here's the reality. This is going to take hard work and commitment. This is going to take you with major personal growth, growing as a person, bringing more value. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be disappointments. They'll probably be about daily, especially in the beginning. All right. There's an investment of time and money. And you need to be willing to do what the 97% of the people in this world aren't. They're not willing to make the commitment and stick it through. And it doesn't matter if it's CTFO, another MLM, or any other business, that's the reality. To be an entrepreneur, to build your own future, that's what it takes, climbing this mountain. All right. So I've got a lot for you today, and it's going to come at you fast. Don't worry. I'll be sending this as a recording, and I'll send you this PowerPoint as well, so you can go through and make your own notes. So don't try to take all this in. I'll record it, but we're going to talk about goals today, and we're going to talk about commitment, and we're going to talk about tracking your activities, turning up the heat on your business. I'm going to talk about being more valuable. As you grow as a person, you become more valuable, you bring more value to the market, you create a bigger business. And then I'm going to introduce you to a guy named Ray Higgins with Rank Makers as a place I'm going to recommend for you. And then we'll talk a little bit about our comp plan, 5K, 10K, 15K, and then 90 days to momentum. I'm going to show you a way to change your life and your business in 90 days. So let's start out with goals. And this is one where it's time to dream again, everybody. Most people get stuck in a job, they get stuck in their life, and there's really no chance to do anything big. in your life. And this is one of those. And that's why a lot of people get attracted to network marketing, because it can take you there. It's not easy. I'm going to show you the path, but if you want to, you can dream again. So here's the goals. What rank do you want to obtain? Where do you want to go? Okay. What kind of income do you want to make with CTFO? Where do you want to live? What do you want to drive? Where do you want to travel? Do you have a bucket list? And here's what's become kind of my favorite goal now is, what kind of impact can we have on the world if money was no object? Is that a great question? Okay, I stole that from Ray Higdon. I'll give Ray credit for it. But for Ray now, it's not about money for him. He and Jessica, they're money's not the object. So now he's thinking about, well, how can I help people? What can I do? What can I give back? And those are great things. So you got to get this on paper, everybody. You got to get your goals. You got to get your bucket list, or you can do something like this. People call it a vision board. I do it on just on a publisher. But here's what's on Doug's mind. Okay, this is my vision board. I want to be in Florida. I like boats. I like Corvettes. I like hunting. Okay. And so every morning before I really turn on everything else and get going, I read my goals, I look at this, and that's what really puts your mind in focus when you get that part figured out. Okay. So let's talk about commitment. Hold on, everybody. Let's talk about a commitment for a second, because this is going to take a major commitment for you to climb this mountain. So let's talk about eggs and bacon and breakfast. Okay. You see, the chicken's involved with breakfast, but the pig was committed. And when I first learned that a long time ago, it helped me realize that, okay, some people are just involved, they're playing around. I got to get in this game. I got to get committed to it. So here's a saying that I live by is, you're going to see me on the top of the mountain or dead along the trail, but I'm not coming back. There's no going back. And so what happens for people when you push your chips in, when you go all in, when you burn the bridges, your attitude changes, your posture changes. You become more attractive. You become a higher level. And that's when you'll attract the leaders into your business. That's when people will take you serious, when they know that, hey, this isn't just a game for me. This is my future. I'm going to build a huge business. We're going to help thousands and thousands of people change their future. And so you just got to make sure you're committed to it. Okay, next up, tracking your daily activities. Here's one way that'll help you get on track right away. And the reason is, until you know your numbers, you're just floating around in the breeze. You're just that leaf blowing around out there. So I'm going to suggest you start tracking daily. Number one, how many new prospecting contacts? And I'm going to show you a tracking sheet on the next slide to make this easy. But it's all about new prospecting, right? Filling your pipeline, going wide, bringing in customers, enrolling associates, getting your PSPs. That's where it all starts. And then you're going to track, how many follow-ups did I make? How many three-way phone calls? How many strategy sessions? How many Zooms was I on? So if you would like, I've built a daily tracker that'll help you. And I will send this out to everybody along with the recording and the PowerPoint. But this is what I do. So, okay, the prospecting is, for me, it's LinkedIn, it's Facebook, Instagram, my personal network, working my database, my paid leads. Okay, that's where, the prospecting happens. And you can figure out, I need to add the nonprofit in here now because that's becoming a big thing. But you figure out which ways you want to market your CTFO business, and then it's about numbers. And I can tell you the reason I built the fastest growing group in the company is I've just been more aggressive prospecting than just about anybody else. Because I knew if I went super wide as fast as I could, that momentum, I'd find those builders and the momentum will kick in. And so it's about, tracking your front end activities, your follow-ups, coaching, the Zooms, and then you can track your customers. This sheet I'm showing you is going to give you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, So it gives you the entire week. Once you figure that out and you know your numbers, then we can troubleshoot. Then we can really dial in on what's working and what's not working. So you want to track your numbers. Okay. Then going along with that, with numbers, is turn up the volume on your prospecting. And when we first started, guys, our main way of building was Craigslist. And we could run Craigslist was a really predictable way 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And it's not a very predictable way anymore. In fact, it's almost worthless. But that's okay, because we find other ways to build it. But just to give you an idea, most people ran one ad a week, one ad a month. Okay. You know, 1 or 2 ads a week is what they would run. I was running 6 to 8 ads every week for the first 2 months. Why? Go big, go wide. If you create that heat on your front line and just get a lot of people coming in, then your business, you'll find your 3%ers a lot faster. So where do you get to play? Your personal network, 3 feet rule, anybody you run into, anybody you talk to, social media, paid leads, sampling, and nonprofit. Okay, so there's 5 different ponds to fish in. I would try to be in as many of those as possible. And then you understand it's a numbers game. It's 3% rule. 3% of people are serious. So to find your 3%ers, you've just got to have a lot of activity. All right, I got another person coming in the door. All right, next up is about creating value. And I was lucky when I was 25 years old. My coach in a company called Rexall, a lot of you know I was a $1 million earner in a company called Rexall. And my coach was a very amazing leader, but a very aggressive coach. Like, in your face, what are you doing with... how serious, how committed, you really want this? His name is Todd Smith. And he pushed me like really hard out of my comfort zone. And I'm so glad he did. And a lot of what he got me dialed into was investing in myself, becoming a better person, becoming a better leader, and knowing that success leaves clues. So if I want to be successful, I got to go find other successful people. That's why we're all here today. That's why you're here on a Saturday, is to be plugged in with the people to make that happen. But what I would suggest for you is, for 10 to 15 minutes every day, is make an investment in your own mind. Make a positive deposit in what you're learning, what you're thinking, what your attitude is. And it's really super easy these days. It is so easy. You either go to YouTube or Google. YouTube and Google are going to be your best friends. Okay. And then understand, it's not the money that you're going to make in CTFO. It's going to be the person you become. That's the most meaningful. That'll be the greatest reward for you. So I went on YouTube yesterday and I typed in right here, entrepreneur. And then there's all kinds of entrepreneur categories. So one of the categories was entrepreneur motivation. And there's pages of amazing things like Mark Cuban, the #1 reason most people fail in business, or Jeff Bezos from Amazon, or the best people in the world. So if you take one of these videos a day, and they're usually 10 to 15 minutes, this one's 10, 11, this one was 25, 10 to 15 minutes will start to really get your attitude, your mindset, get that entrepreneur fire building for you. Here's another one I went in. So back to YouTube. I like videos. You can go to Google if you're a reader. I like videos. I like to watch stuff and see the visual. Okay, this is what I did. Network marketing success. Go Google, go do a YouTube search, and you'll get this one right here. Do these 5 things daily for network marketing success. How to build a successful network marketing business with Eric Worre, one of the best ever in our industry. Okay, if you speak Japanese, this might be a good one. This third one, I'm not going to watch that one. But look at this next one. My network marketing daily schedules to hit top earner status fast. Do you think that would be a good video to watch? Yes. And what are these? Most of these are 10 to 15 minutes a day. We'll do a lot of great things for you. Okay, so let me introduce you to a group called Rank Makers. This is Ray and Jessica Higdon. These two both have pretty amazing stories. They both built top businesses in a network marketing company independently. They both became 6 and 7 figure earners in the industry, and then they met, and then they got married, and then they had double the huge income. And then they realized that a lot of people were struggling in their downline. And a lot of people just, they weren't playing big. They weren't serious. They weren't getting the information they needed to really go the next level and to climb the mountain. So they started something called Rank Makers, which has now become a major league business. It's bigger than their network marketing business. And all it is, it's a group of people. It's a large group of network marketing people from all different companies. So they represent all the companies in our industry, and we all go there to learn. So there's no cross recruiting. You don't even hear about what company they're in, because it doesn't matter, because we're all playing the same game. We're all trying to build a downline and grow a residual income. And so it's $19.99 per month. It's $20 a month. So you do have to make an investment. And what you really get for that is they do a daily live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And it might be Ray Higdon doing, it might be one of his people, but you'll start to hear stories and start to learn things and get the right attitude. And so that's a good spot. I do warn you, watch out for the upsells. They're going to try to upsell you all kinds of stuff every week. Okay. And you don't have to buy any of it. For $20 a month, you can get dialed in and get the majority from the daily lives and from the website. There is some stuff you might be interested in. If you are, great. I'm just going to tell you right now, don't get caught up, because they're good marketers. So they're trying to sell you, right? But this will help you get over the struggle. For a lot of people is finding that momentum and creating financial viability and really getting it. And so you're just going to be you're going to get onto a Facebook group, and then once a day you plug in, they record them. So if you can't do it live, and they're really amazing people. So I do suggest that for you. And then if you're not a 5K executive manager yet, that's where your business is going to become meaningful. That's where your business and your check is. When a 5K is going to be the goal for all of you that are serious right now. With the new compensation enhancements that are coming, I can tell you it's going to be even more meaningful, and you'll see why very soon. So if you're not a 5K, then that's got to be your goal. You got to make it a goal. You got to write it down. You got to post it. You guys got to own it, live it, and commit to it. And then figure out a plan. Okay, I need 5,000, all the TSV counts, everything underneath you, your entire downline, it doesn't matter. Everything underneath you counts towards getting $5,000. Here, let's just throw this in here quick. You need 5,000 in TSV, total team sales volume, and you need 4 active associates on your front line. And the way our comp plan works is the 5,000's on a running 31-day tally. So it's every 31 days. So the computer's going to look from today, and it's going to look back 31 days, and it's going to count all that volume. And once you have 5,000 in a 31-day window and you got 4 active, you hit 5K. And so and tomorrow it's going to look back another 31 days. And then on Monday, so it's really cool. It's a running 31-day tally to get yourself to 5K. And then if you're at 5K now, then it's going to be, all right, how do I get to 10? How do I get to 15? And with the, I'm telling you, when you see the new comp things and what it's going to be for these different ranks, there's money coming in that's going to be life-changing. So that's where we want to get you. And then I'm just about done, everybody. So one of the things I learned early on in my career was something called 90 days to momentum. And what that really meant, it was kind of like a 90-day blitz. And I've done several of these over my last 30 years. And so here's some ideas if you want to try this. And I might even put together a little team to do it together. We'll see. I might create a little 90-day group. But first thing is you got to prioritize your life so you have the time and energy. Because if you don't prioritize, you're just not going to have time because life will get in the way. And so you got to kind of make a commitment and go to your loved ones and people and say, hey, I need the next 90 days to change my life. I'm going to need a little extra time for my business. And then it's Mach 2 with your hair on fire. And the old saying is, if you're on fire, people will walk a mile to see you burn. All right. And it's a great saying, and it's so true. And that's why I love Steve Stuckey. Every time Steve gets on, and hopefully we'll get a little Stuckey today. I mean, I get inspired when I listen to what he's doing every week and the people he's talking to and how simple his business is. He's got more platinums coming on this week. He sold a gold package yesterday. It's crazy. The guy's on fire. And so that's what you want to do. You want to get that passion, that excitement, and then see who on your team. See if you got anybody downline and say, hey, do you want to join me? I'm going 90 days crazy to build a story. And then go tell the world, hey, I'm on a 90-day blitz. I'm changing my life. Watch out. I'm on it. Okay. So let's wrap this up. And so all of that leads you to creating something where you get the freedom to do what you want to do. And so we've been blessed. After 3 years, we've got 24,000 associates. We had a 6-figure residual income. We're going to have a 7-figure residual income. So now we get our dream home. We get a boat every day. We don't have a job. We don't have a boss. All we get to do is CTFO and help people and do crazy fun stuff. So that's why you want to go through all the this hard work and commitment to make it happen, to really figure out what do you want to create. It's not about Doug and Susie or Stuart or Kelly or Steve Stuckey. It's about you and how can we help you get there and create that. And then 2 last things, everybody. Just remember, I learned this from Todd Smith, and it was enjoy the journey. This is a journey. This business is a marathon. This is likely going to be a 3 to 5 year path with some short bursts in between, because there'll be a 90-day blitz. There'll be incentives where you want to go really, they're going to put money on the table. And so there'll be blitzes in it. But for the most part, this is the marathon. So just understand it's a process of learning, growing, and building. And you're going to become a better person on the way. And one of my favorite quotes, at first they'll ask you why you're doing it. God, what are you doing? You're on an online business. You're an MLM. Why are you doing this? Okay. But once you become successful, once your life changes, then they're going to ask, wow, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? And then that's the fun. Then you can say, hey, I built a business. I became an entrepreneur. I connected with a great company. And then I will see you all on the top of the mountain. All right, let me stop this recording, everybody.